Hello again. I'm your local research specialist here with Maui College student Mark.
Aloha.
Thanks for tuning in. We're taking a closer look at articles, the how and where about the different types of articles. So I want to focus on three main categories. Those you can find in magazines, journals, and newspapers. The most common of the three is popular magazines. The articles in these types of magazines are usually trendy and produced for general public. That means they have info on current events and are easy to read, which makes them useful sources for updates on your topic. However, you can't really rely on these types of magazines to be written by field experts, which means that the information isn't absolutely reliable. That's why most professors don't really like letting students use this as support in research papers. Articles in scholarly journals are more reliable. They're usually written by experts and peer-reviewed by other experts, so they're pretty trustworthy. Usually, you can assume that scholarly articles are backed with extensive research and expertise. The oldest mode of articles is the one found in newspapers. Newspapers are timely and informative. They focus largely on local topics and are organized accordingly. You can find any of these types of articles if you search the Maui College collection on the library homepage. I recommend you use Academic Search Complete. It's a database and EBSCOhost that contains a collection of searchable resources. So once you're in, just type in keywords into the search engine. Let's say we wanted to search articles on Hawaii tourism, just type it in and narrow the results using the left-hand features. You can limit the search results to include certain types of documents and subjects, times and places. It's all up to where you want to go with your topic. Once you've narrowed it down to a sizable but manageable amount of sources, you can scroll through and explore them all. Let's say you found one that you're interested in. The hyperlink title will bring you to an article record page and a bibliography which basically shows all of the information about the article that could be helpful to your research. The author, title, the abstract, especially the abstract, and so on.
What's so important about the abstract?
Glad you caught that. The abstract is basically a summary of the article. If you read it, you can decide if it's relevant for your topic before you even read through the article. It makes your search a little bit more efficient. So if you read through it and decide it's important, you can click PDF full text on the left-hand side here. Then you can either save, print, or email the article to yourself using icons on the right-hand side of the screen. I would recommend emailing it to yourself because it's always a good thing to have backup copies stored online somewhere. Also, if you email, you have the option of sending a citation of the source to yourself too. So just click the letter icon and select the option citation format and select your type of citation.
That's practical. I've only been in college for half a semester, but I know how frustrating it can be when you lose your source. But I'm curious, is Academic Search Complete the only database I can use on EBSCO?
Not at all. EBSCO has many more databases. If you go to the top above the search engine, you can choose a database based on subject or search for a specific one. There are a lot of databases and articles you can search through for your research process. After you get the hang of searching and narrowing down your search results, it'll get a lot easier and you'll have your go-to sites that you prefer to frequent over others. It's just a matter of putting the work in and getting familiar.
It'll be a lot to search through, but it'll definitely be helpful when it comes to research. Thank you.
Before you go, I want to remind you that you can still visit the library and ask the librarian to help you find an article. Using every resource available to you is important during research. And if you need a refresher about all the things we've talked about, here are the links we used. Happy hunting!